Well, fellas. You know I gotta get primed and ready. Hey, call in 818. No, I was finna give you my phone number. Call in 702-605-4721. I need you to call in because I want to hear what you got to say. I don't want to listen to just me. Give me a second. Man, I got some serious shit to talk about today. Obligations. Somebody call in and let me know what obligation means. Let me hear it. I ain't gonna start. I ain't gonna start till somebody call in and tell me what obligation means. I don't have all day. Maybe you do. Caller, what's up?
Hey, what's up? What's up, OG?
I'm good.
So, I want to talk. I'm good as well, thanks. I want to talk on the subject of obligation. An obligation is something that we are required to do, and it has to do with whatever we set ourselves to do. So, it has to do with a commitment. A commitment will be an obligation to oneself of an action or a standard that one must do. I think that must be done in order to achieve whatever it is that one sets himself to achieve.
Okay, bro. Let me tell you something. When you have an answer, have your answer. You don't need to convince me to believe your answer. But you are correct. Everything you said was right. You just had so many words that you was taking away from what you were saying. But that is what an obligation is. It's like a commitment. You, you, it is not something that you have to do. It's something that you choose to do. So once you choose it, that choice is what becomes an obligation, and you will have to do it. It's a personal. Is that it, bro? You got anything else?
Yeah, I'm just thinking that it is actually connected. So when you do this choice, you already are setting yourself up to do the thing that you choose. And keeping this connected will keep you always doing the things that you choose
Exactly, bro.
automatically.
Hey, man, you hit the nail on the head. Thanks for the call. So check it out, you guys. I mean, it is a personal possessive word. You know that's personal possessive. That's a word or a phrase that replaces the subject that you're talking about. The noun. Yours, ours, mine, and theirs are a few personal possessive words. Now, I mean, you got to follow me because what I'm saying is I have a point, and I'm gonna make my point throughout this goddamn video. But wait, I don't want this up here. But when you obligated uh, to do something and you don't do it, you failed yourself and any other person that's involved with whatever it is you didn't do. The thing is, when you accept an obligation, whatever it is, becomes incumbent on you getting it done. Now, when you learn this game, this Abba kicking, for it to work without fail, you got to obligate yourself to the principles of this Abba. You got to obligate yourself to it. When you get women, you are obligated to this game, not the women. But what you don't understand is that being obligated to this game will help you keep your woman's respect and maintain order in your house. So you got to know what someone is speaking on before you have an actual thought about it. Now, your obligation to this Abba, not only will it help you keep order in your goddamn house, the most important thing about it is you will keep your woman's respect. I'm telling you, that's what's important. I mean, thusly making you sure, making you sure that everything you do is going to be based in how you think. Doing this, I'm telling you, you're going to have your woman for years to come. We all know, or we all should know, the way you catch her is the best way to keep her. So, if you start off correctly and you stay on course, you're going to win because you're letting your third eye guide you. Your third eye is exclusive to game, and it makes you see every fucking thing through the lens of a motherfucker that got game. And if you got game, you know you got to have something that's all powerful. I'm not talking about God. All powerful meaning something that overrules everything in your life. Now, for me, it was game. Period. There are other obligations, such as to your woman and many other things that I'm not really going to mention because they're not important to what I'm talking about. Everything got to be thought of in the prioritized fashion that this game demands. You may be preparing to do something that you plan to do with your girl. I'm saying as a date. Now, even in that case, the obligations to yourself outweighs the obligation to her. Now, let me explain what I mean, because I know how that sounds. The life we live, things happen unexpectedly. Now, here you are in sales, and you've been working a customer for a couple of weeks. And on this particular day, you're getting ready to go with your girl, you get a call. It's the customer, and the motherfucker's ready to invest. Do you ignore that shit? Or do you go handle it? Coming in, even before you met her, you knew full well that things like this are bound to happen. So, if you dedicate yourself to the life we live, there's things that come with it. And only dealing with women who understand your rules is the main one of the goddamn things you gotta stay with. Now, what I'm saying, fellas, is it best to allow to get this woman y'all cool and shit going good, and then you playing some with her and some come up and you know you gotta go do it? Is it best for that to happen? Or is it best for you to know your life? And while you macking on baby, you tell her, look, baby, you know, sometime I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna do something for you and with you or whatever, you know, and shit gonna come up and it's gonna take priority. And it's not taking priority over you. It's me trying to keep my life going. See, what I'm saying is you fucking gotta understand information, being informed is the only way you can have your woman for years. Even though I was a pimp, I had women for 20 years, 25 years. I'm talking about from 17 to 40. I mean, you know, that's just the way it go. If you got it, you got it. Now, what I'm trying to get you to understand and what I'm trying to get you to accept is if you dedicate yourself to the life we live, all of it, there are things that come with it. And only dealing with the real shit, the truth, is the only way you're going to come out on top. Now, think of what I said, and now listen to this. Right now is the best time of any at SWU, because the proof has always been in the pudding. But since I started this new way, having you do the work at home on your own time, I've created, well, I have in total 97 lessons for you to grow on. And half of those came since starting this new way. And it's only been some months. See, you guys run around talking about the problems that you have with women, and you don't realize the problem is how you deal with them women. I wonder, seriously, somebody call in here and tell me so I don't think I'm right. But I wonder, who do you know? Who do you know that knows how to deal with women? Now, I'm not saying you don't know nobody. You might know somebody. All I'm asking is, who do you know? So look, what I'm really trying to get you to accept is that unless you know somebody that know how to deal with women, you're not going to ever get an opportunity to really learn it. Caller, what's up?
What's going on, bud, man? I'm catching your show, man. How's it going?
I'm good, bro. How about you?
I'm good. My name's Norman, and I just want to say...
Hey, Norm, I've been seeing you in the doggone chat, man. So you the only one in there, seem like.
Hey, man, it is what it is, man, but I'm soaking it up, man.
Hey, that's what's up, baby. Well, come on.
Man, the topic, man, obligation, man, and man, you just really knocked it out the park with this one, man. So I don't know how you come up with the topic, but this one right here.
Obligation? Yeah. Now this is what I'm taking from you. You correct me if I'm wrong. You got to be down and committed to what you believe in and what you standing on, and don't let her get in your way. Get in your way, or anybody, not even a woman. This applies to anybody with little games and distractions.
Hey man,
'Cause
what I always profess. Don't sound like I have fucked with you. Maybe I have. I don't know. But what I'm saying is, I'm like this. I don't think I have fucked with you, but I don't have to fuck with you for you to know or hear the truth. You know, I'm fucking with you by doing these videos. And if you can pick up the shit like you just picked up, I ain't mad at you because what you just said is the absolute truth. Don't you
well,
believe in what you believe and don't let nothing get in your way. Go ahead, man.
well, I can't take all the credit for it. Like you just said, man. I watch a video, and ever since watching your videos, a lot of stuff you say is very true about you only want to be around people who qualify. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I take it as on your level because I mean even your own friends, man, they might be in a whole different lane and that's their lane. They not worried about no female. They ain't worrying about getting sharp on that dog. So it's a waste of time. You know what I mean? Trying to bring them up the park because they're not on that. They might just be want to just kick it with the female and smoke and blow a joint. And me, I'm like, nah, man, baby got to be right, man. All that slick talking and running the mouth crazy. I ain't know no
Well, let
man.
me ask you something, bro. When you do run into whoever, you got something for them to do.
No, pretty much what I'm just trying to tell them, man, is just,
No,
you know,
no. I'm going to a point.
do I have some,
Do you
okay,
have something for her to do?
no.
Then how can you tell what kind of bitch she is? By her just being cool and answering your questions right and being right and getting you pussy and shit?
No. Let me
No,
back it
no,
up a
no.
little bit.
Stay with me, man. Stay with me and answer
Okay.
what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. Now what's the question?
What you do? What does she do for you once you get her? What does she do to make you want her?
Well, for me particularly answering that question, being submissive, being submitted to
Bro,
all the
bro,
balls
bro,
involved.
listen. I don't want you to elaborate. Just listen. See, that's what's wrong with you guys. You don't have shit for the bitch to do to show you she about you. All she got to do is give you some pussy, say whatever you want to hear, if that's the case, cook some food sometime, and she cool. Man, a bitch fuck with me, she got to be on my page, and I'm doing shit. I don't give a fuck if it's just go get this shit for me, bitch. I don't care what it is. Hey, go pay for this. It ain't gonna be no thousands of dollars. It might be a couple of hundred. But I'm saying if the bitch ain't doing shit for me,
Yeah, I heard you say that before.
then what I'm saying is she ain't really motherfucking my bitch.
Yeah, I heard you say that before. On the past one of your shows, I heard you say like,
You
man,
gonna hear what
I'm
I
gonna do
say
it.
all the time because I say the same shit. But in this
Well, you
particular instance, what I'm trying to tell you is your issue is more you don't know what the fuck you want.
right.
It ain't got shit to do with the shit you talking about. Because the shit you talking about is the bitch showing you blah blah blah. Now, what if the bitch don't know what to show you? Let me say
Yeah.
this to you, bro. When you catch bitches and they ain't on your level, you ain't supposed to like kick them to the curb. You supposed to relish that because now you can teach this bitch. And if she
Wow.
if she starts fucking with you and dealing with what you saying, everything you think can be ingrained in this bitch by you going through the different changes of what's going to ingrain it in her. You know, if you don't like how she get up and take care of her fucking face and shit or whatever, her what, shit shave and shower, that bullshit. Tell her. And the bitch better change.
And
But
you know what though?
what?
To your point, you is absolutely right. I don't have nothing for the bitch to do because she damn sure be up under a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Not me particular, but she'll be around the homies. But I see how the bitch just try to give me attention. But like you said, I ain't got enough for her, so I don't even play with her like that. Like, you know.
Hey, bro, what you doing is not fronting yourself off. And my point is, since you see having something to do or to tell the bitch to do or to give her something to follow that you doing is shorten yourself, you got to straighten that out. And the only way to straighten that out is to get something to tell a bitch to do, to help you do, or whatever, work with you, blah, 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 however you do it. But
I'm gone, bud.
You know it?
I'm gone. That was some tough shit right there, man.
All right, baby, be cool. Hey, the thing is, I'm a certain kind of dude, and I got a certain kind of way I think. You don't have to think like me. Just make sure what you are thinking stemmed from what I said. Because if you're thinking about what I said, 9 out of 10 times you're going to come up with the right shit. Because most of you don't think of what the fuck I'm saying. Like I'm saying is, I thought my SWU shit was totally cool. So I start this new way of teaching it. And I didn't learn so much shit from the students that I created damn near. I had about 50 when I started, but like I say, I got 97 now. I done came up with that many more motherfucking lessons. Because I don't stop learning. I don't think what I know is it. I do think what I know is it for me. But as far as for you and what you might come up with on the same subject, shit, I don't know. So then I ain't gonna deny you yours. So you guys be, running around talking about the problems that you have with women. And you don't even realize the problem is how you deal with them. And like I asked you, who the fuck do you know that actually knows how to deal with women? The fact is, you're scared you can't handle a real woman. Or do you just deal with women who don't do shit for you? What would you think of a woman of yours who fucked other motherfuckers without getting shit but a nut? Well, flip the coin. Flip the motherfucking coin and see yourself. I'm just saying, 6 or 7 years back, I predicted that this Abba Dabba I spit will see a rebirth. And I said it would be within 5 years. It is 6 or 7 years. And I'm seeing the change. And it's due to my OG friends and me who had the way paved for us. And we had the nuts to follow it. Now, over the last few years, maybe 20, the Abba Dabba has suffered. Drugs, lack of confidence in the game, lack of belief in manhood, and lack of belief in this motherfucking Abba Dabba was the cause. With the help of motherfuckers like Tay, Phil Mo, Slim, and many other motherfuckers that I ain't gonna even mention. There's a rebirth growing. And I love this motherfucking rebirth. What's more, there's a motherfucking gang of motherfucking dudes out there who want the real. And they be listening to OGs like me, Tay. You know, like my nigga Young Ramsey. His saying is no side pieces for me. No side pieces for kings. Full course meals only. Now, there's power in that statement. There is power in you saying that and knowing what it means and believing it and meaning it. So, you know, a lot of you guys just say things because you heard it was cool to say. Now, the power in this statement is for you, is for me, and it could even be for pimps. We all men, we can live off the same sayings, but we got to apply them to ourselves. Looking at that saying with game, it's all about how you see the statement as to what it means. I say that same shit sometime in different ways. So what I'm saying is those motherfucking fools who have side pieces are the worst thing to be a motherfucker that has side pieces. That is the worst thing to be known as because you're a chippy. A chippy is a person, male or female, claiming to be about this abba-dabba who will fuck whoever for free. Now, if you can tell a girlfriend or a hoe to never fuck a trick without getting paid, don't you think she should expect the same from you? Don't you think she should expect you not to fuck with a bitch without having her pay your fucking ass? What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Oh yeah, except for you. Today, man. This is a new day, Rose. Well, we can't go as hard as you went. Yeah, okay. If you believe that, then it's correct. I don't know every goddamn thing. But what I do know is what many of you motherfuckers don't know. We knew that shutting the fuck up and listening is as important as knowing the right thing to say. Some fools do not know when to shut up. We also knew what we wanted. If we do fuck with you, please leave all that goddamn acting shit at home. Denzel Washington is a great actor. Denzel is always taking roles that fit him. Caller, what's up?
Rosebud, a man of substance. How you feeling?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm good, man. I got a question for you, right?
Come on.
So when you was on your Superfly voyage, my question is it the same thing that gets you in it? The same thing that make you want to go from it? Like, what was it that made you go on that quest? And what was it that made you say, okay, I'm going to choose this quest now. I'm going to stop with this one.
Well, I mean, evolution. You know, you evolve. Or at least that's what it is for me. You know, when I Rolls Royce and all that shit, and I started having all that shit. That shit became less and less important. And not that I was losing faith. Well, I guess I was losing faith, and not faith, but energy about the game, or at least that part of it, because I just wanted to do some other shit, but I couldn't make myself stop doing what I wanted to do. Something had to come about that allowed me to start doing it. Because I remember, I forget what it was that actually made me do it. But I had to stay at home for something. God, it was for like a week or something. I forgot what that was for. But in that week, I started writing. And I was already thinking, man, I'm tired of this goddamn shit. You know, I want to do some other shit. I was already thinking shit like that, but I didn't know what to do, so I hadn't made no choice. But when I started writing, some came over me, and that's what I wanted to do. And I didn't stop writing for like 5 years. And I wrote like 20. I wrote like 21 books, back to back to back. None of them. Well, some of them was part 1 and 2, but the subjects of them are all different. Religion, science, you know, prejudice against women, you know, all kind of shit. And it just goes from there. You know, if you're the kind of person that you just don't talk shit, you want to do shit, the shit you talk make you want to complete it or do it. So if I'm saying, man, I'm finna do this kind of motherfucking shit, just because I said it, I want to do it. You feel me?
Got you. So would you agree the same thing that got you and made you want to do it is the same thing that made you want to stop doing it?
Yeah, because you want to do something else.
Got you. Thank you, Phil.
Hey, that's some good shit, man. You be cool.
You know it.
Okay, so Chippy, like I say, that's a motherfucker who will do shit for nothing, talking that shit about their charge. But my point is you can't expect this woman to live up to a certain standard and you don't represent it. So, like I say, I don't know every goddamn thing, but what I know is what many of you motherfuckers don't know. And that's when to be quiet. We knew when to shut the fuck up and listen. And we know that listening is as important as having the right thing to say. Because listening is how you get the right thing to say. We also knew what the fuck we wanted. And if you do, you know, fuck around, like I said, and you start that acting bullshit, you got to understand that Denzel, he was definitely a good actor, but he never got he got respect, but you didn't really see his shit as far as respect until he did Training Day, where he played a character that we were not used to seeing him play. Now, he was acting, really acting then, and he nailed it because that motherfucker can act. You know, I found that the character can be interpreted to the actor's comfort, but the scene got to be done the way the director sees it. That's why I'm so fucking serious about my shit. I'm learning all kinds of shit. Now, on a completely different note, when the fuck are you going to register for Sidewalk University? You better get with it, man. When you're a doer and not a sayer, you'll need to, you know, make sacrifices. Sometimes it's as little as getting up earlier than normal. But sometimes it's the decision to cut one of your friends loose or something. Difficult decisions are the kinds of decisions that make you grow. So I say decide. I have, and I've decided to keep chasing that fucking ghost I've been chasing since I left the game. I ain't afraid because I didn't call the ghost before. I caught one when I turned out and became Rosebud. I caught one when I went to Hollywood and fitted right in with the big boys. and several more that I don't care to mention. Well, okay, I caught a ghost when I cashed out a Rolls Royce. I mean, there is a new and more elusive ghost out there for my ass to catch that. And I've been chasing that motherfucker for many years. I have that motherfucker cornered and I'm closing in on his ass. So what is getting up a little early compared to catching that fucking ghost? I'm a doer who dreams of things to accomplish, not a sayer who say the same shit I say, but that's it. Excuse me, those sayers get thrilled simply saying what they're gonna do. I get pleasure in doing what I say I'm gonna do. It's almost the best feeling I can get these days. I don't do drugs no more. So why not OD on me? Caller, what's up?
Look.
Yo,
Caller, what's up?
yeah, you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a question. What's the difference between you acting and you playing?
Acting and playing?
Yeah.
Acting is when you're doing some shit and you just pretending to be the person that can do it. Playing is when what you're doing is for something you have intentions on getting. So whatever you're doing is getting you closer to getting it, and you playing. But if you acting, you doing shit that can get you close to getting whatever it is, but you just acting, so you don't even know you really getting close.
Okay.
That's it?
I feel like sometimes when I'm playing, I feel more comfortable like in my skin. Like,
well, bro, listen, the way you talking, that's just gonna kill that goddamn shit you saying. Because if you comfortable in your skin, playing is what you're supposed to do, because obviously you got some inside game you don't know about, and you must got player in you. And you would just bring it out. You wouldn't be scared of it. You acting. Right or wrong. Yeah, you know you acting. Why don't you be real?
That's what I'm saying. It's different.
The reason you feel something is because whatever you playing for, you ain't really being about that. You just acting like you like that. A real playing motherfucker, when he doing whatever he doing, is for a particular reason, and he gonna be successful in it or not. And if he not, he ain't gonna keep chasing that shit. We good?
We good.
All right, bro.
Thank you.
So, caller, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, bud?
Nothing. What's happening?
Not much, man. How you doing, man?
This D.
Man.
What's happening, D?
Man, not much. One day at a time, man. Anywhere the wind blows, it's go with me. I learned that from you.
Yeah, what's up?
Man, hold on. Listen, man. I wrote some shit down. And you feel me? I gotta ask you, man. I hope you fuck with it, man. Just give me a second, bud, man. Hold on just a second, man.
Man, why would the fuck you get me on the phone and have me waiting a second?
Man, bad, man.
Hey, man, you could have had that shit in your hand before we connected, man.
All right, check it out. All right, here we go, man. I hope you fuck with it. Listen, though, man, anytime I miss your show, I always go back.
What's your question, man?
Man, listen, bud, man. Listen, man, I want to touch on this, man. you was doing a show the other day. I forgot the name of the title, but anyway, somebody called in and he was talking about his daughter, whatever, and he asked you about how you raise your daughter. You said some dope shit, and I respect it because you say basically you were saying that you prefer your daughter to like you want her to live the life of like her version. You feel me? Like basically like instead of you forcing her to be something she don't want, like you prefer for her to be comfortable with the version of life that she wants to live. Because I believe a lot of people, like a lot of parents, they want the daughter to be like a doctor, and you know damn well she don't want to be a doctor. You know, so
well, man, listen,
I
man. Parents always want their kids to be whatever, but I know for a fact if you let the motherfucker be what the fuck they want to be, but you are guiding them in a certain way, if what they want to be is taking them down a wrong path, you're gonna shortstop that. But as far as other than that, you let them make their own choices. My daughter, she was a real fuck up to me. She didn't, go to jail. She didn't have no drug problems. She didn't get pregnant or none of that shit. But her responsibility was fucked up. She didn't feel responsible for shit. Anything she thought, blah blah blah. But and I stayed on her all the time. And now she's about 29. You can see what I did to her. You can see it in the way she carry herself, in the way she fucking is responsible. Fucking car notes, insurance, and rent, and all that shit is paid before she want to do anything. And then when I say, girl, go have some fun, I got you if you need something. Dad, I don't really need nothing, blah, blah, blah. She be saying the shit that I would want her to say. So what I'm saying is I think I did a good job. And it was it's because I let her make her own decisions. But I made sure they were the right decisions.
Hey, you just hit the nail with the fucking hammer. I like when you say you let her make her own decision, so she's comfortable with her shit. But correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm not repeating the same shit over and over, but if a parents, let's say they want their daughter to be a doctor or lawyer, it's like they're gonna feel like they're getting forced. And when let's say they get the
hey, you wrong, man. You wrong. Because you said if the parents want their daughter to be a doctor or whatever, your parents or a person's parents can want what the fuck they want, but the kid is gonna be what they want.
Sex.
So the parent can't want. I would have loved for my daughter to be a doctor.
Okay, but at the same time, she got her own choice, her own decision. She want to be happy though. That's my point right there.
Yeah, she want to be happy. So what I'm saying, happy ain't working at McDonald's.
Okay. Oh, I like that, boy. I like that.
I'm just saying it ain't working at McDonald's. And if that's what she's shooting for, that's what she gonna get.
I didn't even look at it like that, though. I just like that, you open my head like always, man.
Hey, I'm telling you, man, happiness is doing what she doing now. She work at a what do you call homeowners association, where she in charge of a bunch of apartments, and she send people blah blah blah, whatever she do. My point is that's a good job. That's a career job, and if she get another job, she gonna want it to be better than that one. You work at McDonald's, you're going to accept any job that's different.
All right, okay. I like that, man. I got another one, man.
What, man?
Man, I got some shit I got to kick you with about it, man. If you want to put me on the line, I'll come back. But anyway, listen, man. I want to touch on what you were saying earlier, right? You was talking about, correct me if I'm wrong, about a woman, like, basically, like, how to, like, have a woman, things like that. Listen, this is what I want to say, man. Like, I want to know what you think on this. What's your perspective? Beside a pimp, right? Beside a pimp, and let's say a square motherfucker, right? Just a regular motherfucker. He never fuck, rosebud, things like that. But I want to ask you, like, motherfuckers on YouTube, like, they out there teaching a man how to have a woman. Do you believe they're giving out false information, especially they never been pimped, and they never heard about you, just a regular motherfucker, do you believe they're giving out false information? But
Hey man, see the thing about you guys that make me sick is you know goddamn well I ain't had no fucking hoe in over 20 years. So what I'm saying is I say, unless I say I'm talking to pimps, I ain't never talking to pimps. I'm talking to regular motherfuckers.
okay.
So I don't get that pimp shit you talking about.
Okay, I want you to listen to what I'm saying. I'm gonna say this, man. Just a regular motherfucker, right? Either he's selling books or he's
Hey, listen, man. I don't need all that extra words. Ask me what the fuck you want to ask.
A regular motherfucker besides you, a regular motherfucker is that's teaching names like how to have a woman, how to catch a woman that never been a pimp. You believe he's giving there like bullshit information? That's my question.
You mean are you asking me, do I think the person that he's talking to that ain't never been a pimp or blah blah blah, do I think he's giving fake information?
Okay, listen, just like you, right? You're sitting down, you're giving him information because you was a pimp back in the day. But a regular motherfucker, just a regular motherfucker, is talking to different colors, different people.
Man, that's what I just asked you, man. And are you talking about that motherfucker? What he say?
Exactly.
Man, how the fuck can he know anything? I mean, I ain't gonna say he don't.
Okay, there you go. That makes sense right there. Go ahead, talk. I'm listening.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say he don't know, man, but the motherfucker that knows some shit did some shit. And he talking about whatever he talking about from experience. The motherfuckers that they be, whoever them gurus or whatever, the motherfuckers be talking about shit they read.
Okay. And you don't believe in that bullshit. Just like you said, pick up artists, that's bullshit.
Yeah, they don't believe in that bullshit. They say that shit because they think you're gonna believe it because it sounds sharp or whatever. Why they do it like that is because they listen to what motherfuckers like me say and hear how sharp or whatever connecting it is, and they try to figure out something to say on their own. But then most of them just steal my shit.
All right, but my other shit is right here, man.
Man, come on, man. Don't do no whole bunch of explaining. Just ask your goddamn question.
Listen, man. The other day, a person called in. He was like, "Bud, what if you're not here no more? How we gonna get some information? Like, how we gonna get the tools and all the SW shit?" And after you answer that guy, he was like, "That's a fucked up question." I want to say this. Me, I believe where he was coming from, he was telling you the way you kick this shit, nobody can kick them, man. So your shit is dope as fuck, man. That's where he was coming from. It was kind of funny, though. He was like, man, that's a fucked up question.
Hey, but check it out, man. I've taken care of all that now. That's what I did with Thinkific. The way I'm running it now is the way I thought of it when I wanted to do it 15 whatever years ago. But I had to go through all of the shit I went through, get on the internet, learn how to deal with the internet, deal with whoever I'm fucking with, and they talking about what they know, but they really don't know shit. Because what I'm doing now could have been done 15 years ago if I knew somebody like Jonathan Gentry. I knew motherfuckers who was faking. They would say hey man, I'm IT, man. I can do blah, 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 blah. I can help you with that. And what they are is motherfuckers that Google this and Google that. And they got different answers for shit. But in reality, when they do some shit and they really need to be attacked, I'm fucked up and I got to start over again because they don't know what the fuck they doing. This motherfucker that I'm fucking with now, not only can I think of something and tell him what I'm thinking, the motherfucker could turn it into a course and put it. Well, he don't turn it into a course. He make it to where I can turn it into a course and teach it, which I never was able to do. So otherwise, if I die and people still know about my site, they can still go to it and get everything. They may not be able to call me and talk to me, but I'm hooking the motherfucker up to where he know the answers too.
You a sharp ass nigga. Guess what? That's what you tell that nigga. When I was listening, you was like, that's a fucked up ass question. I was rolling, dog, but I was like, that nigga, man, he's like, he loves Bud, man. Nobody can kick the way you kicked him, man. That's what I'm coming from. I hope you get what I'm saying, Bud.
I do, man. I'm finna let you go, D.
I'm gonna come back in a minute, though. I'm gonna come back in 5 minutes.
Whatever is cool. So you guys, if you're not careful, when you start making a lot of money, you can easily Caller, what's up?
What's good, Rosebud? I wanted to answer that question that you said in the beginning. And obligation, man, that's something that I commit to. That's my duty. That's a non-negotiable. You feel me?
Well, I mean, yeah, I feel you, but are you really like that with obligations? No, I doubt it.
Well, let me tell you something, man. February, I dedicated myself to doing 400 push-ups every day and got it done. I call that an obligation. You feel me?
Hey, bro, if that's what you call an obligation, you can. I don't call it. That is an obligation, but that's such a small obligation that if you're looking at that, you ain't really looking at shit, because why are you going to lie to yourself? An obligation is something like you normally wake up at 8:30 every morning, but you done told me, since we got it, because I done told you about some shit, and me and you agree to do it. But in order to do it, we got to be on the road by 7 o'clock, meaning you got to get up at 6 or something. And you used to getting up at 8:30. Now, if you get up and you make yourself, get ready and be on time, then, because you was obligated, you did it. But if you don't do it, you was obligated to do it, and you let me down, you down, and every motherfucker that's involved with it down. So, I mean, that's, to me, the difference in what you said. Talking about you're going to do some push-ups, that ain't letting nobody down but you.
Okay, you added responsibility onto the obligation.
That's what obligation is, dealing with your responsibilities.
Okay, all right. And you made it more long-term than rather than I did short-term. It's like a goal then at that point. You calling it a goal, a long-term goal, a short-term goal. Ain't it tomato?
Well, okay. If that's what tomato. You said tomato, I said tomato. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's still a tomato or whatever.
All right, okay. Rosebud, have you ever had an obligation that was damn near impossible, but somehow you done made a way through that darkness?
Yeah. You know what that was? When
I don't, man.
When I was really out there and I was getting money, I told myself that I was going to buy a Rolls Royce cash. And when I first started, trying to do it, I didn't have no plan to do it. Then I thought of, you know what? I'm going to fucking save every $100 bill I get. And I did that. And shit, I got up to 20 grand really quick. And then when I really thought that 20 grand was finna get, not enough to get it, but I'm on my way to getting that Rolls Royce, shit started slowing down. The police was going crazy and shit. Money started slowing down. So I wasn't getting as many $100 bills. So I had to decide whether or not I was going to let that stop me. And what I decided was I'm taking 520s to the bank and getting me a $100 bill. I did that. And I kept putting $100 bills up. And I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I'm the only nigga that straight whole dollars bought cash a Rolls Royce. Period. When I paid my money, I got the pink slip. All that. And straight whole dollars. That's why motherfuckers was trying to say I was selling dope. How a nigga gonna save enough money to buy a goddamn Rolls Royce? And I was the kind of nigga that I carried my pink slip in my wallet. So what what I'm saying, when a nigga start talking shit, nigga, here, look at this. I shut a nigga up.
Carry the pink slip.
Nigga, I carried the pink slip in my fucking wallet. And if you ain't from California, pink slip mean this is ownership papers. So my point is, when you say, nigga, I paid cash for this Rolls Royce. Motherfucker think you talking shit. Well, nigga, here, even if you didn't pay cash, what nigga do you know had a pink slip to a Rolls Royce? Come on, man. Hey, this shit was in like 81. Come on, man. In 81, I had a 75 motherfucking Silver Shadow that I bought cash. Pimp like a motherfucker. And I'm saying this, the shit I be saying is because I did the fucking shit. I don't be saying what niggas do because I know what niggas do. There was when I remember I had an argument with this nigga Joe Cato. He was already Rolls Royce, and when I went and bought my Rolls Royce, he was damn near the first nigga I seen. And I pulled up beside him, and I told him, "Yeah, nigga, woo, whatever." And then I told him that I had the pink slip, and we pulled over. You know, I showed him my pink slip and shit. A week or so later, this nigga had bought a Corniche, and he had a 64, a Silver Cloud, but he bought a 76 or something like that Corniche, and a Silver Wrath. He bought both of them. So what I'm saying is, hey, I'm saying. Yeah, I thought I was the shit when I paid cash for my Rolls Royce, but I certainly didn't buy two Rolls Royces, whether he paid cash or not. And what was so fly is that the nigga bought a convertible and a hard top. I had to put a sunroof in my shit. That shit was, hey man, you gonna get put in your place if you in the right environment.
Yeah, that's so true.
Hey,
what you mean? Wouldn't anywhere be the right environment though?
Well, the right environment doesn't mean the environment you picked. But let's say you in an environment and everybody ballers, and you tell me, nigga, I paid cash for my Rolls Royce. Yeah, nigga, did you buy two?
Oh shit.
I'm saying, you know, shit come up and you get checked and you gotta be checked.
Yeah,
that's game.
Yeah,
that's game, man. Hey man, that's some good shit you brought up.
Real talk. Hold on, Bob. I gotta ask you one more thing, man.
Well, come on, man.
Look. Peep this, man. Listen, why do we hold on when it's time to let go?
Because the nigga's scared to be without.
A nigga's scared to be without, but hold on, bud. We not supposed to be without. What you mean, bro?
Man, listen to me. If you talking about you scared, you holding on to, let's say, this bitch because of whatever, once you ain't supposed to be without. That don't mean you ain't supposed to be without that bitch.
Okay.
That bitch could be holding you back.
Hold on, bud. But what if you've known the chick for years, man?
Who gives a fuck how long you known the shit? The bitch. She still could be holding you back because you knew her so long.
So you telling me I can't find a place to improve upon it? You feel me?
Bro, what I'm telling you is this. Hey man, what I'm telling you is this. You talking to a nigga that has several bitches. 20 years plus. 20 years plus. And what I'm saying is you can always improve upon the bitch as long as she with you. But at a point when the bitch decides to be without you, she want to go, hoes simply leave. But some bitches you didn't have a long time will try to talk to you and tell you they going to leave. Bitch, I'm not saying I don't care. But if you going to motherfucking leave, hurry the fuck up. Don't be telling me about it. Get your ass on, choose another nigga, or don't come back on the track. Now, those little things I said right there is the trap that's gonna keep the bitch with me, because the bitch want to make some money, and she know that she got to be on the track. Man, you gonna talk while I'm talking? Man, fuck you.
No, sir.
Bye. Man, I ain't got time for motherfuckers like that, man. I said from the jump street, niggas don't know when the fuck shut up. They don't know. And he just proved it. Now, what was I finna say? I already said that. Just always remember this shit. You make money. Money don't make you. Now let me explain what crumbs means. That statement that I just made is not only true. If you said it at the right moment, it would make you appear, it would even make you look and feel much bigger as far as stature than you are. But what that statement means is what the crumb is. And what it means is whether you have money or not. What you think is much more important than what people perceive of you. See, a crumb is information crucial to your future, information you picked up from what a wiser person has said. Carl, there's something wrong with your phone. It ain't letting you on. Are you on?
You, Rosebud.
What's up?
What's going on, man?
What's your question?
Yeah, I was listening to your story where you're talking about the Rolls Royce, and I remember some nigga asked you about like how you get game like that or something like that. He asked you how do you get your game or something like that. And you were like, pivot host, Simon Rolls Royce dolls, and a little bit of gang. I just wanted to know. What was that? Was that like a rap or something? Or like, where's that from?
Well, I do have a rap that has that line in it. But, you know, there's a whole rap about pimping hoes. You know, pimping hoes, slamming Rolls Royce dolls. All I wear is tailor-made clothes. Got diamonds dripping from everywhere. Got the attitude to say, I don't care. The heaviest thing I lift is what that bitch earned. And the hardest thing I do is bust a motherfucking U-turn. Because I'm a pin.
Bro, I love that shit. Bro.
All right, bro. Is that it?
Yeah. Actually, no, I got one more question.
Come on.
What separates the average pimp from separates them, like makes you like above average as a pimp?
Being real with what you say and what you profess to do. You know, if you're a pimp motherfucker, you ain't gonna be satisfied with what the fuck is going on. You might have a new car, a nice place to live, but you trying to have a better place, a newer car. If that's the case, you trying to have your name ringing to where you don't really have to talk to bras. You just got to introduce yourself. I'm Rosebud. Oh my God, no, you're not. Yes, I am, bitch. You know, what I'm saying is that shit happens in real life. Yeah. Motherfuckers fly from wherever they at to wherever you at to get with you, and you didn't even know they was coming. You just out on that track every night, and the bitch is new on the track. You see, goddamn, this is a new bitch. Girl, what's up with you? And nigga say, I'm Rosebud, girl. You ain't Rosebud. Yes, I am. And then the motherfucking business. I've been looking for you. You get that shit.
Yeah.
That's how it go.
Rosebud.
Yeah.
Rosebud, yo, when people telling me dumb shit or like shit I'm not trying to hear or just some ignorant shit, like I snap on them, right? I feel like, but they be trying to like stop me from doing that. They be saying like I'm an asshole and shit like that. I don't know. I feel like you're on that same type of time. Like,
wait. What do they say you an asshole about?
Just snapping. Like when people tell me dumb shit, I'm not trying to hear that shit. Like I shut shit down quickly. You know?
Well, hey man, if everybody understood that, you wouldn't be doing shit.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nobody supposed to understand what you're doing. Only you. Yeah. I'm shutting these motherfuckers down, and they say, "Damn man, you an asshole." Show is.
He said embrace it.
Hey, that's what you do. Embrace that shit. Show is, motherfucker. So don't say no shit like that around me.
Yeah. That's why I fucks with you, Rosebud.
All right, bro. Be cool. Hey, you guys. No matter what you hear me moaning and all that bullshit, I love the calls. I fucking love the calls. See, a crumb is information crucial to your future. You know, information that you pick up from listening to a wiser person speak. Now, this wise person ain't gonna try to direct you. Take this left turn and go straight up. A wiser person is gonna say shit for you to pick up, and that's the crumb. See, that's just another reason to fuck with me, and not them square ass gurus that motherfucker was talking about. They got 30% of the information you need. And what them fakes did, or what they do, is capitalize on the fluff about what we talk. All they got to do is mention getting pussy. Let's see how many motherfuckers will flock to that bullshit. But that's fluff. Because think about this. A pimp. He got 5 women. He gonna fuck one a night. That's fucking every night. And don't want to hit one on, let's say you fuck Monday through Friday. The weekend cut, your dick get hard. You've been trying to catch another bitch, blah, blah, blah. And you get to choose one of them motherfuckers to fuck this night. I'm saying, pimp don't never think about pussy. Period. So, my point is when we talk about pussy, we talking about it because we own it. When they talk about pussy, they be talking about it because they're begging for it. Not please, please, please. They might disguise their begging in some sort of macho way, but they still begging. That's what most of them hosts use to get you to their show. Another reason you like my black ass, because I ain't finna do that shit. Fuck you and what you think if you don't think what I think. And I ain't saying what I think is right. I'm just saying, don't be listening to me having shit to say, because I ain't finna hear it. I try not to use fluff because the real shit I kick is what those fluff users can't kick and will not ever be able to kick, because they're not about it. It's on them. It's not in them like it's in me. Now, who you gonna call? The Ghostbusters? No, Rosebud. See, the luxuries of a real G. That's what I experienced. Now, while you are preparing for your date, I did quite a bit of shit for the 24-hour period, because that's my day. But my day start whenever I want it to start. It starts and ends with me. My day can start at 1 o'clock in the afternoon or 1 o'clock in the morning. Now, people, you got to understand what dope is. It's something that makes or compels you to do something. Well, not something. It compels you to do it. My life is pure dope, because not only does it compel me to live it, I'm fucking hooked on it. Sometimes I really wish I was one of them motherfuckers who get off on likes, because I used to get hella likes on shit I say. But I don't even pay attention to likes because I don't really post shit no more. I get off on comments or interaction. I like to see what your response to what I said is. You want to know why? Because I really fucking care. I really fucking care about your goddamn ass. But I don't give a fuck if you like what I say. But I care quite a bit about what I said made you think. How can I know how you think if you don't call in like you motherfuckers are doing? It's easy for a motherfucker to get on a wagon and ride it, but it's something quite different if you driving the wagon and responsible for the tour. This is where you got to get. You're responsible for the tour. The tour is the interaction between you and whoever you fucking with. We're all equipped with the same tools at birth. That's a mind to incorporate the things that we learn, and an ability to fucking make what we learn work for us. But what's difficult is for each one of us to mind our own business. You got to understand, if you mind your own business and you seriously concentrate on your life, you'll see. The only way you can assist anyone is to know what the fuck you want, know who you are and what you want out of your life. Figure that out, and you can figure it out one of the greatest puzzles on earth. After all, that is all life is. Figuring out the pieces of the puzzle that applies to you. Now, I'm going to just tell you a little something. The other night, I went to get some shrimp. I ordered it and I went back out to my car to wait for the food. And while I was waiting, I saw this bad bitch and this little motherfucker, white bitch, and this little motherfucking sports car pull in. You know, I was in my caddy when I noticed her, and my windows are tinted dark. So I raised my windows down so I can get a good look at baby. I spoke to her, and she smiled and turned to go in the market. Then she did a double take and headed for the shrimp shack. I tooted my horn, and she turned around, and I motioned her to come to me. And as she approached, I said, after you order, if you give me 15 minutes of your time, you might find yourself to be at a point of no return. She smiled broadly and was about to reach my car when I said, my name's Rosebud. And before I could finish, she said, the pimp? Now I was going to say something slick to her, but before I could, that bitch turned around and rushed to her fucking car and left. Bitch didn't even order. Bitch didn't even order. I cracked up and said to myself, that's what I get for wanting to go down in history. I know I ain't the only motherfucking one. Who out there besides me had a nerve to want to go down in history? I've claimed from the very beginning of my goddamn career in the goddamn streets, one day you motherfuckers gonna read about me and it ain't gonna be in no obituaries. I meant that when I said it maybe 40 or 50 years ago, and I mean it now. When I repeat it, I mean it. I will go down in history as someone who contributed not just to the game, but to the world. Just watch to see if I don't. My books, 21. You know, the games I invented for children, 3. The education I'm sharing with dudes, hella many. I also have quite a few fucking entertainment ventures that's going to surely at least get a mention in the history of do-gooders. You might not realize, but I have really aged gracefully and haven't had a hoe in over 25 years. What's surprising is I'm still doing interviews. It amazes me how many radio stations and fucking hot magazines are still interested in what I have to say. There must be reasoning behind why they are still searching me out for these interviews. And you know what I think it is? They just still dying to speak to me because they know I really pimped like a mad Russian. And my pimp hand has forever been ingrained on people's mind. And at one time, pimps were great men worthy of the praises and accolades we received. In 20 years, in the next 20 years, which few of you will have laid down a path to be remembered by? That's what it's all about. Going down in history. All right, goddamn it, y'all done asked enough questions. I guess I'm gone. I got some more for you tomorrow.